In the last video, I told you all the points that you should be keeping in your mind when you're deciding for the title of your research paper. So, thought of turning this into a series where we cover all the parts of a research paper and sort of understand what all points you should cover in different parts of a research paper so that your research paper is more thorough and you get less number of revisions from the editor when you send it. So we cover aim and objectives today, and don't mind my frozen board, but I feel like this brings in a lot of perspective. So when you're obviously deciding on the aim of your research paper, by now you have the title figured out. So what you need to understand is when you're writing the aim, it has to be very clear and specific. And you need to clearly state what, who, and how you're going to go about your research paper, right? And this aim of your study needs to match with the research paper title. Moving on to objectives now. Now, objectives are obviously your aims, but broken into smaller and more measurable steps. So, when you do that, make sure that you use words like to compare, to determine, and to evaluate. Why these words help is because it helps understand what kind of statistical tests you would apply to answer all of these objectives. When you have your aims and objectives sorted and settled, what you do next is you send in this to a statistician to get your sample size estimated. Now, if you remember, your statistician is always going to ask you for three things: the aim and objectives of your study and one reference paper. Why? Because with your aim and objectives of your research paper, he's going to decide what all statistical tests are going to be required to solve for this research problem. And of course, the reference article he needs to calculate the effect size, and together with all these values, with standardized values of alpha, beta, and other things, he estimates what's known as your sample size. We'll cover methodology in the next video, and I hope this helps.